Hello, thanks for joining us. I'm Eric.
And I'm Melissa.
And today we're going to talk about my PlayStation Portable collection. I didn't get a PlayStation Portable initially at first because I was worried about sort of the dead pixel thing. And there weren't very many games. When the PlayStation Portable first came out, there was a lot of talk about dead pixel problems. And there wasn't enough interest from me to warrant, getting something that I knew was going to bug me. But in about 2008, which I think was about 3 years after it came out, I finally decided to bite the bullet and go ahead and get one. Part of the reason was, I think, because the Final Fantasy Crisis Core game had come out, and I was kind of interested in that. And there was also another game which we'll talk about when we go through the games. But this is actually my first PlayStation Portable. I did buy it new. It came in a box similar to this one. It was a Jack and Dax, it was a Daxter bundle that Costco had, and it came with. It didn't come with this case. I bought this later, but it did come with this silver PlayStation Portable. This is the, I think this is the 2000 model, 2001 model. It's silver. I do have the extended battery. I don't know if it's in here, but yeah, I do have the extended battery pack for it. I have 2 of these batteries. They were nice enough to come with this extra wide case for it. But in the bundle, along with the system, it came with a Daxter game, and it came with a video Family Guy 5-episode mix. I forget what the Freaking Sweet collection or something. It also came with these headphones, which I should have untangled, but it's nice because they kind of have a remote, a control, a volume control, and a pause right here. And then also what I liked about it was it came with this component cable connection. So I can hook it up to my TV and play the PSP through component. So that was kind of nice. So it came with those 2 things. That was the Costco bundle. And then I think it was about 2012, I bought this one. This one has hardly been used. This is a 3001 model, and it's basically new in here. I mean, I have broken the seal on this, but it's piano black. This thing has barely ever been used, and there's a packet of documentation in here, and then it comes with a charger. Let's see if you can even see. Here's the battery, and then here's an extra. This is probably the wide battery cover for the high capacity battery, and then here's a charger, and then the cable for it. So it didn't come with very much. Didn't come with a memory card or any games or anything like that. But this was I forget what this was. I got it on sale, and then I applied a bunch of coupons. So I got this as a spare, which I am often.
I don't even remember that you.
I often do. Yeah. So I have 2 PlayStation Portables, 2000 series and a 2001 and a 3000 series, and then Best Buy was doing a thing where they were selling these headphones for like $2, and I bought 2 of them. They're still sealed in the package. The problem is they only work with the 1000 series PlayStation Portable, so that was a waste of $4 because I bought 2 of those. Anyway, I don't have much in addition to that. I mean, I have this case, and then we bought this case, which I thought would be nice for on the airplane. It turns out that I bring my PlayStation Portable with quite a bit when we travel, and this kind of has a nice, screen protector, and it can be used to prop the thing up nicely when it's on an airplane tray. I think I used this once and then decided. It wasn't that great.
Well, but, and we don't get to sit next to each other to watch the movies.
Yeah. So that's really it for the hardware. I don't have too many other things, but I do have. I guess I can talk about some of the boxed. These are still sealed. I bought these. This is some of my collection. This is a dual pack of Siphon Filter Dark Mirror and SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs Fireteam Bravo. This is still sealed. And then I bought this dual pack of Daxter and Secret Agent Clank. I actually bought this because I lost, or thought I had lost my, I had a case of about 4 PSP games, and I thought I left it on an airplane, when in fact it was in my backpack in a pocket that I never look in. And so
How long was it missing?
I was like 7 months,
Yeah.
and then I was cleaning out the backpack, and there was this little thing at the bottom, and it was my 4 games. So I ended up never opening this. It was to replace the Daxter, but it's Daxter and Secret Agent Clank. And then these things I bought at Target because they were on clearance, and I thought maybe they would be kind of neat to have. They're the Invisimals. This is Invisimals, I guess the original one, and then this is Invisimals Shadow Zone. And these are augmented reality games. They come with the camera. And I haven't opened these because I have no real interest in this, but I thought that might be neat to just kind of collect these because they were cheap. And then I'll talk about these now. I don't normally collect or do the... I think this was the only edition, actually, of Persona 2. I'm trying to get all the Persona games, and it turns out a bunch of them have been released on the PlayStation Portable. In fact, the only one the only Persona game I don't have, it's a Shin Megami Tensei spin-off series. The only Persona game I don't have is Persona 2 Eternal Punishment. That's for the PlayStation, and it's really expensive. And I guess they released it for the PlayStation Network, but I haven't bought it. Maybe I will. But I bought this. I actually have Persona 1, and then this is 2.1. It's the first half of 2. And then 3. I don't have 3. I have 1 and 2 for the piece. Well, we'll talk about it when we go through it. And then, again, I don't normally buy collector's editions, but I do have the collector's edition of Ys 1 and 2 Chronicles, the premium edition. This actually comes, this is a nice shiny box.
Okay.
This actually comes, if I can do this without breaking this, this actually comes with a CD, which I still have shrink wrapped because, again, I don't really care for these things, so I'll just keep it collectible. Although I am kind of a fan of Ys. And then there's something else in there. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is for Tactics Ogre. I got this. This was attached with Tactics Ogre. I don't know what these are in here. Anyway, we'll go through that when we... Let's just see. I don't know what's in here. I didn't buy anything special for Tactics Ogre. I think when I ordered it from Amazon, and I think this was just attached to it.
God.
They look like tarot cards. It says the Fool. The Chariot. I don't know if this is shrink wrapped and I've opened it or not, but all right. Anyway, I guess I was storing that in the Ys box.
Is that safe?
So, do have the premium edition of Ys 1 and 2 Chronicles. Didn't buy the premium editions of the other Ys games, but we'll talk about that. We'll just go through the games and talk about it. So I do have quite a collection of PSP games. It's kind of fun to collect for, and it turns out that they're not real expensive. So I'm just going to go through these quickly in an alphabetical order.
I think you buy these like on the slide, because I had no idea you had this many.
That's one advantage of keeping your game collection kind of scattered throughout the house, is that there's no way to kind of see it all at once, which might be overwhelming for significant others. But this is the 3rd birthday. This is the 3rd Parasite Eve game, and it's still shrink wrapped. I can't remember the conditions under which I bought this. It must have. I think I must have done a buy 2 get 1 free or something. I seem to recall I bought this with a couple of games, but the 3rd birthday, Parasite Eve 3, still sealed. At some point, I decided that I was going to keep games that I wasn't going to immediately play sealed. In the event that I wanted to get rid of them, it would keep the value higher. So I've got quite a few here that are not sealed because I decided I wasn't going to play them yet. So I kept them sealed, and that's true for my PlayStation 3 and Xbox and
You've been starting to do that more
Wii
and more.
games and any number of systems, games that you can still find sealed easily or readily. Afterburner Black Falcon. This was used, so it's not sealed. I think I got this at a pawn shop. It's Afterburner, right? I'm a Sega fan. Afterburner, no brainer. It doesn't matter how bad the game is. Same thing here, Alien Syndrome. This was dirt cheap. I think I got this on Amazon. And I have the Wii version too because I heard that they were slightly different. I'm not actually a big fan of Alien Syndrome, but I wanted to see what it would be like, the new, the remake of it. And when I learned there were different ones on Wii, and I'm giving something away here. This is one, I just bought this. This is going to be in our April pickup video. Ape Escape. Favorites. This was a $9, $10 game. Just bought this a few weeks ago. It's Ape Escape, so I bought it. Assassin's Creed Bloodlines. This I bought new, but I opened it. It was cheap one day. We saw it at Toys R Us, so we got it. Oop, did I go out of order here? Did I skip one? Okay. What do we got here? Burnout. Big fan of Burnout.
Yeah.
Burnout Legends. This is the good Burnout game, I think, for the... There might be... I forget if there's two for the PSP, but this is the one I was interested in. It has some of the classic tracks. Unfortunately, it's the greatest hits, but I have actually played this. Do enjoy Burnout. Okay, this is the other game that I got with my PSP. Castlevania, The Dracula X Chronicles. This is the remake of Rondo of Blood. It includes Rondo of Blood. Very difficult game to come by, very expensive game to come by, and I figured, well, I'll just get the PSP version of it. And it also came with Symphony of the Night, which you have to unlock, but the idea at the time of playing Symphony of the Night portably was too much to resist. So this actually was one of the games I wanted to do to get a PSP. And here's the other one, Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII. This is the prequel to Final Fantasy VII, and I'm a fan of Final Fantasy VII. I have the movies, or the movie. I also have the Spirits Within movie, but I do have this, and I bought Dirge of Cerberus, which is another Final Fantasy VII kind of related game. So I've never actually played this though. I started to.
It's played in order though.
Daxter. Okay, so I have like a bunch of copies of Daxter,
Yeah,
it
no
turns out.
kidding.
The reason I bought this is because when I lost it, I decided I was going to buy it, but I decided I was going to go ahead and get it. So I bought it. I bought it in the dual pack, and then I didn't want to open the dual pack, and then I saw this for like $1 or $2 at GameStop, and it was the case. It was Greatest Hits. It was going to replace the one that I had, which was Greatest Hits, and I basically wanted it in the case, so I bought this version. And then I found the other one anyway, so I just stick that back in the package I got it in. Every Extend Extra, I got this used. I haven't really played this much. It was dirt cheap. I had heard about it, and I saw it cheap at GameStop one day, so I said, what the heck, I'll buy it. Ooh, Final Fantasy IV, the complete collection. Final Fantasy IV, Final Fantasy IV, the After Years.
Have you played that one?
I've started. Oh, look, it comes with a little pack of cards. Haven't opened them. Again, I'm not interested in that kind of stuff, so I just leave it sealed. But I am happy to have this. This was a great, very, very interested to try that. Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars. This was originally a DS game, and I thought, well, I'll get it on the PSP because it'll probably be better. And then I learned that the DS version has, sort of a stylus-based mini game, so I ended up getting it on the DS anyway.
Of course you did.
But what the heck? It's just, I have this. I actually have. Let's see. These are out of order.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that because I have other Grand Theft Auto games. Final Fantasy Tactics for PSP. Saw this sitting at a Target. It was $10. It's Greatest Hits. I'm like, Final Fantasy Tactics portable. Sale. God of War. Let's see. Is there any other God of Wars here? I got both of them. Here. I forget which came first. God of War, Chains of Olympus. God of War, Ghost of Sparta. Got them both, and then they came out for the PS3 anyway, which I then bought for the PS3. But
because weren't they only going to come out for the PS3?
they're originally PSP exclusive,
Yeah.
PlayStation Portable exclusives. But they were God of War games, and they were really good on the PlayStation Portable, so I bought them both. I have them on the PS3. That's probably where I'll play them now. Alright, what else? We'll do Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo Greatest Hits. This might be one that I bought along with Third Birthday. It's still sealed. I bought it because it's Gran Turismo. Here we go. So we got Grand Theft Auto, Liberty City Stories, Vice City Stories, and Chinatown Wars. And as far as I can tell, these are the 3 Grand Theft Auto games that were available for the PSP. These were remade eventually for the... they were ported to the PS2, so I might get them for that because I'm more likely to play it on the PS2 on a home console than I am a portable system. But for now, it's good enough. Liberation, Killzone Liberation. Again, any game I'm familiar with from the main console that they had spin-offs for on the PSP, I ended up getting. So Killzone Liberation.
Is that one good?
I don't know. No idea. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. It's a Kingdom Hearts game. I think I might try to get all the Kingdom Hearts games. there's a couple I'm missing, like 358 by 2 days, and I'm not sure what else. But Birth by Sleep, this is still sealed. This might be one that I got, you know, along with Third Birthday. I can't remember. I didn't get it initially. I changed my mind and then decided when I saw it cheap later that I'd get it. Loco Roco 1 and 2. I can't remember the conditions under which I got these. This one's still, Loco Roco 2 is still sealed. I might have gotten this one used. I might have gotten this one first and then decided I can't have the sequel without the original one, so I got this used. But I haven't really played either one of those. And same thing, Lumines, or Lumines 1 and 2. I bought this one first, and then when I saw this used, I bought it. This one I bought like the day after I got my PSP because I kept hearing how great these games were. And I played it quite a bit. Okay, Metal Gear. Let's do all three of them. Okay, well, we'll start with Peace Walker. Peace Walker is the definitive Metal Gear game on the PSP. And of course, then they released it for the PlayStation 3 and the HD collection and the Legacy collection. But I originally bought it for the PSP. And then I have Portable Ops. And this is the first Portable Ops. When I did some reading of the reviews, and there was a Portable Ops Plus, and I kind of got the impression that most people like the original one better. But this is the one I have, so I have the original one. I may get the Portable Ops Plus or whatever it's called at some point, not unless it's really cheap. And then there's Acid. I can't remember under the circumstances under which I got this, but I know it's a very different. It's like a card-based game, and I figured, what the heck? I think there's another Acid game, but for now, this was good enough. These two were used. This was new, but I've opened it. So, Metal Gear. Those are the 3 Metal Gear games I have. Mod Nation Racers. This is sealed. I saw this at a Goodwill for a couple of bucks, and it was still sealed, so I grabbed it. And it's Black Label. So it's Mod Nation Racers. I have the PS3 version too. N+, heard good things about this. I think I bought this as a bundle with some other games at GameStop to get a buy two, get one free deal. So don't know much about this. Oh, Parappa the Rapper. Love this game on the PlayStation. Can't afford it on the PlayStation. Decided I'd go ahead and just go ahead and bite the bullet and get the PSP version. I think because I could get it for brand new for under $10. And I think I bought 2 copies of it. So this one's open. I've actually played this. And the other one is still sealed. Patapon. All 3 of them. These games keep coming highly recommended. There were 3 of them in the series, so I bought all 3 eventually. I mean, over time, I bought each one. This one I kept holding off on because I couldn't tell if I was going to get just the download code or the UMD, and I don't like getting the download, so I did eventually get the UMD version. But I have played these. Oh, Patapon 2 is a favorites version. Anyway, I've played a little bit of these. They seem like they're fun, but I bought them because it's a series and they kept getting good reviews. All right, let's see what else. Oh, Pursuit Force: Extreme Justice. I read something about this that said this game was awesome. And I think I saw it for a couple of bucks at GameStop, so I grabbed it. You're going to get the impression that I go to GameStop all the time. It's not actually true. About the only thing I buy at GameStop are PlayStation portable games. Because they still have them, and because I can pick them out when they've got the box. And that's the only ones I buy. Now it seems like 90% of the PlayStation portable games at GameStop have reproduction cases, so I haven't been getting anything. R-Type Command. I held off on buying this for the longest time, but it's R-Type. And when it finally hit the good price, I think I just ordered it on Amazon, but it's still sealed. Maybe I'll try it someday. Did I skip one?
Yeah,
oh yeah, here. Resistance. Retribution. Same thing, right? I had the Resistance game on the PS3, so I thought I'd get the PlayStation portable version. What else we got? Genesis Collection. This was a great pickup. Love this collection. All of these Genesis games are portable. And the best, the best feature of it, as far as I'm concerned, is Phantasy Star 2, 3, and 4 are on here. And I've almost played Phantasy Star 4 through again just on this collection. So, Vector Man 1 and 2, Phantasy Star, the Sonic games, it is a fantastic collection. I love having stuff like this on portable systems. Okay, here we go. Persona 2. That's it, right? Okay, so Persona 1. This is the only version of Persona I have. Shin Megami Tensei Persona and Shin Megami Tensei Persona 2, Innocent Sin. This is the first part of Persona 2. There's Eternal Punishment, which is part 2 of Persona 2. And then I have Persona 3 and Persona 3 FES or whatever it's called for the PlayStation 2, and Persona 4 for the PlayStation 2. But I was glad to get these because now I can maybe play through the Persona games, except for Eternal Punishment, which maybe I'll just get on PSN. Let's set these up here. All right, what's next? Silent Hill. Bought this at a pawn shop. I think along with Afterburner. I don't know if this is supposed to be very good, but it was cheap. And it's Silent Hill, so I figured what the heck, I'd grab it. Ah, yes, Star Ocean, First Departure, Star Ocean, Second Evolution. Another group of RPGs that I didn't think I was going to be able to play by getting the original on the PlayStation. So I grabbed them on the PSP. And then I bought Star Ocean Till the End of Time on the PlayStation 2. And Star Ocean, I forget what it's called, The Last Journey or something, for the PlayStation 3, the International Edition of. So I could potentially play through the Star Ocean series. I have started playing this, and it was while I was away on a trip, and when we came back I didn't pick it up again, but it seemed good. So I'm happy to have these. So the PSP for me is turning out to be a great way to play RPGs that I missed on the PlayStation 1. Siphon Filter, Logan's Shadow. I guess this is a duplicate. Nope, I have Siphon Filter Dark Mirror over there. Yay! 2 different Siphon Filters game. I think one of these, I think it might be this one, is supposed to be really good. So when I bought this one, or when I bought that one, I said, well, I have to get the other Siphon Filter game too, so here it is. It's still sealed. Alright, what next? Wipeout Pure. Big fan of Wipeout. So, got Wipeout. This was one of the earlier games I bought. What else? Okay, oh yeah. Tactics Ogre. Again, so we're coming to the RPGs, these are games that were too expensive to get on the PlayStation, so I bought them on the PSP. Valkyria Chronicles 2. Have Valkyria Chronicles for the PS3. Decided I'd get I haven't played it, but I thought I'd go ahead and pick up the sequel on the PSP. And Valkyria Profile, another PlayStation game that is too expensive, so I bought the remake on the PSP. And then I went ahead and bought Valkyria Profile 2 for the PlayStation 2. And I have that somewhere floating around. And then finally, the E's. These are the 3. I bought 3. Why don't you hold this one? So we've got E's 1 and 2, Chronicles, E's The Oath and Felghana, and E's 7. This I bought before I had my TurboGrafx CD, and it came with E's 1 and 2. So I bought this because I didn't have any other way to play E's 2. Now that I have the TurboGrafx CD, I will probably play E's 2 on that. The Oath and Felghana, this is E's 3. I have it for the Genesis, but I think this version is slightly different, so I'm curious to play this one. And then, of course, E's 7 is unique to the PSP. So that's it. I don't have, the PSP is a great system for a lot of really obscure, or what I consider obscure or niche Japanese RPGs. I know there's a bunch of them out there that I don't have. My RPG in this collection tends towards the more mainstream, but the PSP is a fantastic system for getting these older RPGs, Japanese style RPGs that you may have missed, and there's even some unique ones for it.
You didn't show them your movies that you have?
No, I got a bunch of stupid movies. They're mostly comedies because those are things I can watch over and over again on an airplane. I've got some Family Guy stuff, Office Space.
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball. Oh yeah, I watched Dodgeball.
Something about Mary.
Yeah, movies like that I can watch on an airplane.
That's what
They're brainless, right? And you just put them on. So anyway, that's my PlayStation Portable collection, and I'm kind of a fan of it. I haven't gotten a Vita yet or anything like that, but yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching.
Thanks. If you enjoyed our video, like us and subscribe.